One of the more interesting ways to play against the queen's pawn opening is known as the England gambit. The game begins with d4 and here black plays the move of e5. In today's video, I will be showing you all the theory, tricks and traps associated with this opening. It's a pretty unexplored and fascinating opening. It also has a funny name, Englund spelled Englund. So, hey guys, welcome to IQchess. Hope you're having a fantastic day and thank you so much for joining me in this video. So, first up, what if white just takes us? Well, here we will play knight to c6, attacking the pawn and developing at the same time. If white defends us, we add one more attacker in terms of queen to e7 like this. The most common move here is bishop to f4, defending the pawn with the bishop and the knight. Here, black will play the move of queen to d4. That's a check. You attack the pawn and the bishop. At this point, white realizes that there is no real good way to defend both of these pieces. So the best choice for them is to go back to b2 like this. Now we go and take the pawn, attack the rook. Here, the most natural looking move is bishop to c3. The bishop is defended by the knight and they are attacking the queen and defending the rook like this with x-ray. More than half a million players, yeah, you heard me right, more than half a million players have played this move in the past. Unfortunately, this move is losing after we play the move of bishop to b4, pinning their bishop to the king. We are almost winning the game already. Reason? Pretty simple. The bishop cannot take us. And if white does nothing, we are threatening to take the bishop anyway. If white takes us, we take back. We have a brewing attack. This rook is trapped. This pawn is weak and it's pretty much GG. So, a lot of people play the move of queen to d2, defending this bishop with the queen. After it takes and takes, we sneak into the back rank with queen to c1, checkmate. And congratulations, you have just won a game in 8 moves against someone who plays 1d4. So, this is the best that can happen to us. This is the trap. This is what this opening is famous for. So let's come back a bit, all the way to this position. Now, a quick word of warning. This opening is not sound. It is not a very good opening. The reason is because in this position, if white knows the theory, which is to play the move of knight to c3, well, my friends, we are going to be in trouble because this opening is not good. We will be losing most of the time because we don't have as much compensation for playing a gambit and white gets a lot of activity and attacks. Here, the best move in the position is to play bishop to b4. However, I will be teaching you one of the more rare moves which is knight to b4. The point is pretty simple. You want to prevent white from playing an immediate rook to b1. The problem with bishop to b4 in my opinion is this is a pretty annoying. You can either give up the queen and just sacrifice and play or drop back and just white attacks you aggressively. It's very hard to play against. So this is a muscle memory for players with white pieces. They almost always play this move because they are expecting this from us. Rather, I like to change it up and play knight to b4 because now this move pretty much becomes impossible. If rook to b1, then we are glad because knight takes on c2 wins the queen by force. If rook to c1 defending the pawn, well then knight takes on a2, knight takes on a2, queen takes on a2. We are up a pawn. We can just drop the queen back at any good moment. We can play moves like d6, get rid of this pawn, get our bishop out, knight to f6, get the bishop out, castle on the king side or on the queen side as you wish, and use this pawn side, queen side pawn majority, I'm sorry, to win us the game. However, not all. Because here the best move for white is knight to d4. And if white plays this move and they are pretty low rated, there's a good chance they are cheating because this move is pretty unfindable for a beginner. The point is they are defending this pawn. They are defending this pawn. Currently, the rook cannot attack us because this pawn is weak. So after defending it, now they are threatening to play rook to d1. Here, we will play the move of c6, preventing anything from coming to the b5 or d5 square. And following something like rook to b1, we can go queen to a3, and let's say black plays white plays something like e4 at developing. Well, you can take, just clarify the situation. Here's the point. The problem is all the time we are wasting with our queen moving from here to here, here, takes, come back. Black, I mean, white has got a lot of development. The knight is out, the knight is out, the bishop is going to come out next move. White will just castle immediately, this bishop is out, the rook is out. So, this is the reason why this opening is not sound. So, be mindful of where and when you play this. This is good for blitz and bullet chess, but not in longer time controls, and definitely not if you are a pretty high rated player. So let's come back all the way and patch some more gaps. First of all, the first branch is here. Black does not have to play this and defend the pawn. They could decline the gambit in this position by playing something like e4 or knight to c3. If e4, it's pretty straightforward. Just take the pawn. If they trade you, it's fine for us. If not, just develop. Keep developing. It's a gambit. You have to be aggressive. If black plays knight to c3, here, once again, knight takes on e4. If they take us, pretty much simple, queen takes. If e4, keep developing. However, there's one little trick for white here. White can try the move of knight to d5, attacking the queen and this pawn. Here you need to remember simple thing, knight takes on f3, check. This pawn can't take, so they have to take like this, and you just drop back, defend this. The knight out, d6, get the bishop out, knight out, and then castle as fast as possible. The queen side or king side as you wish, and then keep playing from there. So this would be the idea if white does this. Let's go back all the way here. After the move of knight to f3, white might not even play this and just play the e4 immediately. Well then, it's pretty much simple. Just take them back. So that would be what if white accepts the gambit. White can also decline the gambit with the move of d5, and this is pretty much not a good thing for white, because I think we get a lot of attacking opportunities, and I like to begin that with the move of d6. Engine might not like it, but the fact is, you black might play the move of e4. We don't care. We will turn it into a king's Indian by playing g6, bishop to g7, f5, knight to d2. This guy can behind the pawn. We can castle h6, g5, and just keep marching forward. I think this will be a very interesting game to play. And finally, what if white does not take us, does not push, and defends? This is pretty much one of the most annoying things in all of chess when I play a gambit and my opponent does not want to accept it. This is a reverse French, and I just like to just push the pawn one square, advance the variation. If white knows what they are doing, they'll play the move of c4. If not, you might see something weird like, for example, knight to c3. Just keep playing d5. If c4, well, we cannot immediately play the move of d5. I like to begin my expansion with the move of c6. Let's say knight to c3. We can play the move of d5. We build up this pawn wall. If black clarifies, if white clarifies, I just keep saying black because I always cover openings for white. I'm extremely sorry for that. We can just recapture and consolidate. We can play the move of f5, get the knight behind the f pawn, castle on the king set after developing this bishop. This bishop can come out, and this is pretty much a reverse defense. If you know how to play against the French defense with the white pieces, this is pretty much cake for you. So that would be it for the opening the Englund gambit, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you ever catch someone with the main trap, this classy trap I showed you, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. If you have already won games like this, I'll be glad to hear about it. So one more quick word before we move on. The year is almost ending. There's only 1.5 weeks to go, and we are standing at 1800 subscribers, 1.8k. Yes, 200 more for 2000, and it would mean a lot for me. We can hit 2000 milestone within this year. So, if you've been watching my videos and have not subscribed already, please do so. It helps me a ton, and it just takes hardly a couple of seconds of your time, and it would mean a lot to me. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that would be it for this video, guys. See you soon. Till then, take care. Bye.